Hi there! Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Julie DiMatteo from thepaperpixie.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute hand sanitizer box created using the envelope punch board. And it's just one of the PocketBac hand sanitizers from Bath & Body Works. Really sweet. This features products from the Santa's Workshop suite in the 2018 holiday catalog, and I just love how cute this little project is. So let me show you how easy this is to make. We're going to use the envelope punch board and a piece of Poppy Parade cardstock that measures 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. I'm going to take out the scoring tool and we're going to line up this left edge at 1.5 inches. And we're going to punch and score. And I'm going to slide it down to 2 3/4 inches and punch and score. Now I'm going to rotate it counterclockwise, and now we're going to use the score guide, this little pointer here, to line up on the score lines going the rest of the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on this side. Punch and score. Again here, punch and score. Rotate it counterclockwise. Punch and score. Punch and score. And now on the final side, we're going to line up at that score line and punch only. We are not going to score this line. Then I'm going to slide it down to the next score line. This one we're going to punch and score. So we're only skipping one of the score lines, and that is this section here on the back, so that we don't have a score line there in the middle. Now here's a template, and basically this is the side where we skipped that one score line. What we're going to do is we're going to cut away this corner right there at that last score line we did. So you can certainly do that with a pair of scissors, or you can use your paper trimmer. And I'm lining up these edges here right along that cutting groove so that I'm actually cutting away the score line. And this will allow me to have a straight edge cut. You could certainly do that with scissors if you can make it a straight cut as well. Now next I'm going to go ahead and fold and burnish on all the score lines. Then with my paper snips, let me turn the template this way, I'm going to cut up these two vertical score lines, stopping at that horizontal score line to create these tabs. And I'm cutting on this one just to the left of the score line and on this one just to the right of the score line to cut away the score mark. And the last thing I'm going to do is come in and just cut this at a bit of an angle to notch it in. Okay, now our piece looks like our template. I will have a picture of this template up on my detailed blog post. Now to square this box up, here's what I recommend that you do. I'm going to go ahead and fold from the second score line on the left. And then we're going to end up folding from the first score line on the right. That's going to make sure that our box is square. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue right here towards the point on the front side of this one and on the back side of this one, so that when I fold this over, those will overlap and glue together. And now that ensures that our box is square. Next, what I'm going to do is fold in these tabs, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on those tabs. And then I'm going to put glue on the back side of this pointed section, just kind of towards the top, pretty much from the curve to the point. Now I'm going to pinch this just slightly to get it to bow, and we're going to kind of adhere this all at the same time. I'm going to tuck the tab in just like I'm closing a box, and that's going to ensure that this piece glues to the tabs and this piece glues to the inside of the box. Now at this point you can go ahead and put in your PocketBac or your hand sanitizer. That'll give you some sturdiness to press on the spots that were glued. So there's the basics of the box. One of the great things about creating this with the envelope punch board is you actually end up using a little bit less paper than you would if you were creating a normal box. And that's because the box is created with diagonal score lines. But you'll see that it gives you a little bit of a different closure to the box. I'm going to take a piece of Santa's Workshop Specialty Designer Series paper. I love this kind of candy cane pattern. It's flocked, so it's got some texture to it. And this piece measures 5.5 inches by 1 7/8 inches. That's going to perfectly fit in this section here to kind of hide these little diagonal ends here. So I'm just going to kind of center it across the 5.5 inch side, and I'm going to tightly wrap this around the box, kind of pinching on those corners, making some marks about where we want this to fold. And this is great because you don't really need any measurements to do this. And then when you take it off, you can see that our paper is kind of marked. So I'm just going to go in and fold and burnish on those folds. Okay, next I'm going to grab some tear and tape. I'm just going to run that along both ends here. I'm going to remove the backing. And then what's going to happen here is as we wrap it around our box, one side of it's going to adhere to the box and the other side is just going to adhere to itself. And I'm just making sure that these line up nicely on the back. There's our beautifully wrapped box. Now I'm going to come in with the Poppy Parade textured weave ribbon. It's a beautiful 1/2 inch wide ribbon. I'm going to tie a little knot on the front. And then finally, using the Santa signpost framelits, I'm going to cut out a little elf from this sheet of the Santa's Workshop Specialty Designer Series paper. I've done that ahead of time. Now this set of framelits comes bundled. You can purchase it separately, but you can also have it bundled with the Signs of Santa stamp set, which has some really great images. But what I love about this suite is you can not only cut out images from the designer series paper, but you can also cut out the stamped images and have fun coloring these with your Stampin' blends or your Stampin' Write markers, or even watercoloring or using blender pens. So many options, but I love this bundle. You can get these two bundled together at a 10% discount. I'm just going to add a couple of dimensionals to the back of my little elf here, and we'll pop that up on the front of our little box. So super cute. Look at that little hand sanitizer box. I love it, made with the envelope punch board. A really sweet little gift box for the holidays. And again, you can dress this up for any occasion. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video. If you're interested in purchasing any of the Stampin' Up! Products I used today, they'll be linked in the description. And I'll also include a link to my detailed blog post with all project measurements, details, and a picture of the template. I'd love to have you come visit me at thepaperpixie.com, where I post projects every weekday to inspire you. I have options to subscribe to both my daily blog updates as well as my monthly newsletter, and I'd love to welcome you as a new subscriber. You can shop with me anytime at thepaperpixie.com/shop. And if you're interested in earning a discount on your Stampin' Up! Purchases, I'd love to have you join my team of Paper Pixies. And you can purchase the starter kit at thepaperpixie.com/join. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day and happy holidays. Take care. Bye.